It's a map they like to play a lot, but it's not one where I would go, hey, you know, yeah, that's probably one of their best maps. They always seem to just have, like, mixed results across the board on it. They've played it quite a lot over the past few months, so we'll see if they can actually show us what they've got in it. The problem is, in terms of their counterparts, we don't really have too much information. It's the map they decided to choose, and they've only got themselves 3 wins and 3 losses on it. So again, this Spartak Moscow team being relatively new, not really helping us out too much. Now this map is going to be map number 2 after the first of Train, and the final map, just for you, Glenn, is going to be Nuke, if we get that far. Now, Outlaws getting their CT start, definitely going to be helping them along. Now, the problem I have really going for Spartak on this one is they're going to have to have turned things around over the last, well, 10, 15 minutes or so, because in the last map they just looked outclassed. Didn't really have any sort of response to anything that was being thrown at them. Little didn't even have that good a series, which is something that we always seem to see from him, except on Cobble. He's not very good at Cobble. Every other map he's superb, but Cobble, not Cobble. But Mirage is an AWP's paradise. So if anything, he should be ready and raring to go. Either way, we're into the pistol Spillane with a smoke and a kit. The T's have a smoke of their own, which looks like it's going to be going out towards jungle. And they're going to look to try and cross themselves over towards the side. I think that's actually jumped down. No, that's gone into connector. Never mind. My bad. It doesn't actually cover the spot either way, though. It's left a little bit of a gap in it, which is quite a big gap, in fact. That is a poor smoke. Missed completely, and that hands over the first kill to the CT side. That is a big mistake to make early on. Not something we wanted to see. It means that the T side now have to reposition where they're actually planting for. Jerry, however, will be able to even up the standings. He's found them one back. Now, this rotation from the CT side is a little bit slow, and actually nice positioning from Little. Could make things a bit interesting. He's going to be on those back lines. Cirque already finding one. He could just be there to sort of deny this defuse. The problem is, his position really isn't as good as it would have been if the bomb had been in the correct position, and already they're just holding the defuse, but unfortunately, it's been stopped. Rocking, gonna just go for himself, try and do the exact same thing, and it's not gonna happen. He will fall. Spartak will win the pistol, and that's surprising considering how this round actually began, with the mistakes being made. However, we will see CT side invest. Outlaws managing to win this second round previously. As said, this annoys me. I can tell you why he does it, but it doesn't mean it's not annoying. He wants as much money as he can for that AWP. The problem I have with it, you buy a UMP or a MAC-10, you will still have enough for an AWP if you win the next 2 rounds. So I have no idea why this is something that Little likes to do, and it seems to bite them so often. This time, however, it's not looking so good. Although, actually, 1 kill back from Cirque's not quite going to be enough. Kabak able to get 1. They have to remember, Little's in a position where he can actually go down very, very easily. Little actually will get himself a kill this time. But look at NK. He's got it down to a 1v1 on the site. His opponent onto just 22 HP. He's just heard the vent being popped. Actually going to go rounding the smoke. And he's not spotted pro play. He's going to have absolutely no idea. And it's a bit of a problem. Pro play will be able to finish things out. Still far too close. He gets that kill. And it's a 1v1 with Little only having a P250. Don't agree with it. Hello, Platinum. How's it going? You're coming in here a lot. CT side, minimal investment. Cirque already saving for that AWP. UPA, I don't know what that says. There is actually a Russian stream as well, so you can watch this one if you like, but I'm not going to be able to answer any of your questions. Nikki, looking to do some extra damage. I'm just going to go pushing. Little still only with a P250, but this round is a little bit more understandable, however. Thank you, Platinum. I appreciate it. Now, there's actually a decent amount to be found. Gary, looking to make some extra money. NK, he's got a P250. A bullet to the face would be enough, but timing may just get the better of him. He'll be going down. Spillane now left alone. Yeah, this is still the group stages. And that will be the closeout. I'd say this is probably like around that tier 3 marker. Outlaws, I think have the potential to push up, but we don't really see too much with them whatsoever. And I'm not really expecting to see anything in the sort of future as of yet, but maybe they can step up a little bit. Spartak, I really don't know. Because as I said, Little is a beast, but the rest of the team, I'm not sure if they can actually match up to that sort of level in the future. So we'll have to just wait and see. Either way, CT side now have themselves a bye. How far into the tournament is this? Yeah, it's still... this is Group C. So we've got C, D, and then we've got... the playoffs starting in July. Yeah, I forgot to repair offline. Mistakes were made. T-side, looking to take control of middle. They've got a decent amount of utility to do it. Already have a player pushing in through underpass as well. Now, this is a weird little crossfire that we have going on. Problem is, nobody's watching connector. We got 2 players watching ramp. I feel like the communication might be a little bit off here. To watch this in a live Go TV, you have to work for Starladder. Pretty much the blunt answer. What did I miss? You missed the first map, which was 16-3 to Outlaws, so not very much, unless you're an Outlaws fan, in which case, you missed a lot. You missed 19 beautiful rounds. I'm good, thanks, King. How are you? I'm very hot, but that seems to be the running theme of the last couple of days. Pro play. Gonna be pushing out. Already, it's gonna be a double kill coming in. Cirque looking to try and change the tide with that AWP, and open plant, no smoke thrown over, mainly because they didn't have one. Jerry gonna be looking to try and flank. 10 seconds left. The T's have to make a play now. They need to get themselves this plant down, and Cirque could deny it alone, but it's not going to happen. Little with the AWP stepping up to hold things off, and Spartak going to get themselves a 4-0 lead. Outlaws have 135 maps. Yeah, they play quite a bit. I reckon most of those games would be streamed, because otherwise they wouldn't come up as HLTV maps. Because if they're not streamed, then I doubt they'd be listed. Doesn't really make much sense otherwise. They might just be on like smaller channels. Yeah, humidity is the one where you're just sat there and you feel like you've had a bath, but you haven't. Because I never have baths ever. I'm disgusted. Probably going to be opening things up. Of course, this round is more of just an eco. But still, Nicky's going to do a little bit of extra damage. Catching an AK as well. Interesting from Rocking to just running in. Don't worry, guys. I have a shower every day. Yeah, again, QP. I don't know what that says.
Bomb has been planted.
Nicky. Praying he can hold on to this AK. Doesn't have a chance. Face crack will take him down. Spartak with a strong start. No way. And now we have the investment once again. Oh, yeah, I remember my school days when it was sort of like really, really hot. You would just... There's no point. There's literally no point. I didn't learn anything. Well, look at me. I'm commentating video games. Safe to say, I have not used much from school. Although I technically... well, I don't know why I said technically. I do have a degree, so... Being used well. Spillane trying to use his Molotov well. Not going to happen. And actually, they're getting absolutely wrecked. This Mirage CT side is looking abysmal. Aggressive pushes from Spartak is enough to rip them apart. Now, well, you look at the T side and you say, okay, 6 rounds. Already looking strong. Haven't had to use the AWP of Little too much. He's 6-0, yet to die. Duck will at least be able to do a little bit of extra damage, but the T's shouldn't be worried at all. 8,600, 9,800. Obviously, that's going to be boosted as well when they win the round. Taught you how to be good at cheating.
Terrorists win.
I'm sure there's a few CS players who can agree with you there. Yeah, that final is going to be exciting because it was always sort of the... Like, when Fnatic were at their prime, that was like the one team that SK never really managed to beat. And now they're going to get to go forward as well, so... I don't blame you, Washington. I don't blame you at all. B-side once again, taking that mid control. Nikki, going to be waiting on short. So far, this setup from the CT side hasn't been working at all. They've taken aggression into Palace, but as the push comes in onto short, Nikki going to have to do a lot. Flashbang out, and he's caught looking away. Instantly, both players on the B site fall. And I don't think Outlaws should be playing Mirage. This just looks terrible at the moment. Nothing really too complicated. Mid control being something they cannot seem to get in on at all. Cirque desperately looking to try and find a way back into this round, but it's just not going to happen. And they need to call a pause. They need to. They need to talk over what's going on in their strategy. And first and foremost... I do remember you, Washing Machine. I'm just saying, I don't blame you for leaving to watch the Fnatic game. It's going to be a good game. I'm probably going to be checking up on it on my phone. That's what you can do. You can drop by every once in a while and tell me the score. Who chose Train? Outlaws chose Train. Still, 3 players surviving. And there we go. Pause. Important that they call that in. I don't think the admins are going to need to question too much whether this is technical or tactical. Because it's clearly technical, you know. 7-0 down. Barely any kills. Losing mid-control every round. Saving 3 players in the last 2. Yeah, train already happened. That's what this... Wait. Yeah. CT side, reinvesting. Obviously, they had enough money to do so. They saved 3 weapons. Yeah, you can tell I did well in art at school. Yeah, you're sort of right, but I would call that losing it. If you don't challenge for something, then it's already lost. Come and cast the final. If they want to send me a private jet, then sure. Anything to get me out of this heat. Then again, it's probably not that much cooler over there in Sweden. P-side. Just playing a default in this round. You've got to sort of make tactical decisions after a pause comes in. Now, from my perspective, normally something aggressive is going to happen. If you're losing positions over the map and quick pushes are catching you out, you normally try and counter with a similar sort of strategy. You want to catch them off guard. Nikki. Can be caught out, and they've completely abandoned the B side. This is weird from the CT side. Gary, looking for the picket. He's already found it as well. They're going to be isolated out of this side before they can really do too much about it. Caught behind the smokes, and in fact, a full rotation coming in from the CT side. However, picking up both players on B may not be the worst case scenario. They've got themselves a couple of kits. Yes, the bomb will go down on A, but it's a 3v4. This is the best scenario Outlaws have had by a country mile. And well, Quick trade, but that's fine. 2v3, still holding on for now. Little and Kibakin. As said, Kibakin looking like he's had a bit of a resurgence since joining this team. I don't think Spirit was good for him at all. Little, obviously a beast. We already knew that. But looking like he's only going to be able to get one as they round the corner. Looking for a little bit more. He's going to go for the repeat. Try and find something as the flash falls. They do have themselves a kit, as said, but the time's starting to tick away. Little now, looking for the shots. Not going to be able to counter onto NK, as eventually Outlaws do just trade 1 for 1. That was ridiculously close. 7 and 1, and now Spartak set. They're ready to go with that reset looming. Why am I casting this alone? Practice, and because Starladder asked me to cast it. Pretty much it. Also, I get to talk to all the lovely guys in the chat, which is a lot of fun. Thanks, mein friend. I feel like if you say that without putting on an accent, it's so much worse. If I just said, yeah, your pause definitely worked. They won it by 1, and I think it was actually Spartak overthinking themselves. Either way. CT side, they've got the first pick. Something they haven't been doing at all so far. Challenging for middle. However, further aggression into apps from Spillane is actually going to catch them out a little bit. However, then a repeat comes in on A. It's seeming like mistake after mistake. Ah, you're writing Brazil. Unfortunately on the score, but it's actually the other way around. So, 1 and then the 7. But I suppose it's sort of... Well, it's not really a Z anyway. It only works when it's the other way around. But I get you, I get you. It's a nice little reference. Oh, right, I've just realized your name. Are you a Spartak fan or a fan of Sparta? Yes, I do remember the washing machine. NK. Gonna be starting things off. A trade will go the other way, but Rocking still in the back lines is just gonna look to hold on. Take this as a retake. Through the smoke, he almost catches off the planter. Pro play down to just 22 HP. The nade gonna do the same back, though. That was a dirty dunk. Leaving Rocking low. Peek out from face crack, but it's still only a trade, leaving this one man left alone. Gotta try and isolate him, and Nikki will do it. Comfortable in the end. Slowly improving. 1 player alive. Now they've got 2 player alive. No, so, it's up to you, washing machine. If you're back tomorrow, I'll be saying hello all the same. Always welcome. 7 to 2. Not sure you've got that right, Soppel. I'm gonna be honest. Well, the game later is gonna be Spray and Pray versus Epsilon, so that'll be good because I'm looking forward to seeing a little bit of UK talent. Yeah, Little looks very, very happy. He also looks like quite a tall guy. So I wonder if it's sort of like Little John from Robin Hood, where he's more like he's actually really big. I don't know. I'm just guessing. I've not met him. But he doesn't look little, so I wonder if it's irony. Hello, Buzzer. Welcome back. We're going into a setup now for Spartak. Not something we've seen so far from them. Flashbang coming out. They're going to look to just push onto these players. Flank on the flanker, though. Little is in behind the flank that's currently coming in from Nikki, but I don't think he's going to know. Cirque will start things off with the first pick. But this flank is going to be absolutely perfect because they have absolutely no idea. Little's going to be clearing out that angle, saying, guys, don't worry. I'm watching the flank. I'm making sure there's nobody behind. And he's just lied because there is Nikki being sneaky beaky round the back. Face crack will remove him from the situation. But now it's mainly going to come down to Little, and I'll show you why he's watching the bomb. They should expect this, though. Oh, almost line up. A little bit close. Lovely shot from Cirque, though, to take his head clean off. And now they've smoked off the remaining face crack. He has to go running in, and there's nothing he can do. Will just fall away. And that's going to be 7-3. Outlaws managing to improve again. Look, it's gradually going up. Thank you, Svenetix. I'm actually, like, really good friends with Hugo, so that's perfect for me. He's off... I think he's actually in Bulgaria right now, so he may be chilling with Outlaws for all I know. Maybe he's even standing in. I doubt it, because he's not very good at Counter-Strike. No offense, Hugo. I know you're not watching, but I'll say it anyway. Thank you, Bobinator. Jerry. With a peek. We'll be finding that first kill, and this B site has been a big problem for them so far. Haven't been able to hold on to it. What can Nicky do? They've spotted him out. We'll be able to get one, but already Little's going to trade things back, make things very, very difficult. Pro Play going to be finding one. Cirque now left alone. 1 versus 3. And I'm not holding my hopes up for him here. And oh, that's just mean. Kabakam waiting behind to finish him off. 3-8. Outlaws, they string a few together, but they don't build up too much money. Sturk, at least, having a bit of a field day. But other than that, not too much. Isn't Hugo the star player from Sukrami's anime team? That's just awful. Never ever say that again. Please. Didn't they lose like 16-0? I'm pretty sure, or it might have been 16-1. I don't remember. Little. Looking for the peak, but it will be the return from Cirque. Kabaka manages to get one, but gets tagged awfully low in the meantime. Cirque still just doing work. And I rhyme all the time. No, I don't dislike anime. Just that Sakrami smells. Like, if you know him, he has the mic that sounds like it's been flushed down the toilet. It's gone through all of the sewage, and then he's taken it out and tried to use it again. Pro play. Gonna be able to bring this back into a 3 versus 2. Trying to cross over towards the side. They have a bit of a crossfire, though. Bomb will be going down again. It's looking like the CTs are just looking to take this as a retake. Now, they need this round. Their money is stuffed. Rotation going to be coming in from Kabakin. Going to hear all these players making quite a lot of noise. So he knows they're going to have cleared all this mid-area. And this could work out wonderfully for the T side if he's managing to just sneak back in. The problem is they've re-smoked. He's got to try and line this up onto the bomb. And he's just not going to be able to do it. Luckily, Pro Play is there to help him, but straight back through. It's not going to matter, though. They've done it. They took him down just in time to stop that bomb from being defused. And because of that, Outlaws are going to lose another. As said, they needed that round desperately. It doesn't matter that they take down all the Ts. The Ts will still have enough. And Spallan, well, he tried his best. But unless he had a super diffuse kit, that was never going to work. (9-3). Spallan left with nothing. As a bombardment of T's come his way. He won't even hit a single shot. Nothing he could do there. Nicky has himself... Had himself an AK. He had himself an AK. Because he's dead before I can even finish the sentence. Wipeout of this CT side. Rocking... Well, to win this, he'd have to rock my world. Yes, I will be casting the Epsilon game. I'll cast every single game in this tournament. Probably. Unless something, like, I get offered something amazing, and then it clashes, and then I'm sure Starladder will have my best intentions at heart. Lovely organization. And I'm not just saying that because, well, they pay me even if I say horrible things about them. Spartak just call out attack pause. Is this BM? Will it be easy for Epsilon against Spray and Pray? The thing is, I have to be honest, I haven't watched Epsilon play yet with this new team, and I haven't watched Spray and Pray, probably even with this roster at all, so... For me to give an accurate prediction would literally be, like, if I threw 2 pieces of paper up in the air and threw a dart, and it hit one of them and pinned it to the wall, and then I went, that one. Now, in terms of the caliber of the teams and the players on them, I would favor Epsilon, no doubt. I think they should take the series, but again, it's difficult to actually give too much information because I don't know much about Spray and Pray. I know they've got Shah on there, who wasn't a bad player, but it definitely didn't seem to work out for him in Flipside. Yeah, I casted pretty much everything at WSG. I did the whole lot, the whole shebang. NK. Hoping to trade things back, but Jerry has been an absolute tank on these entries. 13 and 7 at the moment, and has just shut them down. Once again, Spalang gonna go down in those upper apps, and although it will be a TK in the mix, it's worth it. Jerry will fall, but it doesn't really matter. They're just holding on to this round, making sure there's no chance for a double spray down. It's one of those positions where there's a chance if Facecrack doesn't go for that kill, he dies as well as his teammate, and then the value of that is just forgotten. So, no problems in that situation. Rocking. Oh. What can he do here? He finds one. He's got no kit, no utility, no hope. Will at least do a bit of damage, but T-side not really going to have any problems. The next round is the last of the half. They've already got themselves 11 rounds on the T-side of Mirage, so confidence would be an understatement. In fact, you can already see Little going with his trusty P250, probably his favourite weapon. And he will finish off final player as well. Oh, look at the investment in. $11-3. He's building up over towards this A site. CT's on such a limited buy. Little already going to be taking down one. Nice little fadeaway shot, though. Lovely shot from Cirque as well. Oh, hello. Make that 2. This guy is literally trying to drag his team through alone. Cirque. Dirty, dirty. In his flicks. Leaving it on to pro play. So maybe at least a glimmer of hope now. For the CT side. Give themselves 4, win the pistol. They managed to get just as many rounds as we've seen from Spartak on train on the T side. So maybe they've got something in their locker. Pro play. Gonna look to try and get onto this A site. Very passive positions being held by this CT side. Second he hears this plant, I'm hoping Pro play will actually fake it. Or at least try and find a pick. Never mind. Cirque will finish off the round. 11-4. Could have been worse, but really not a great round. And considering that they managed to get 3 in the middle, that looked like where the streak would begin. But they get reset. They lose 4 in a row. And really, that was just a masterclass from the T side. And they didn't do anything overly impressive either. It wasn't like they were doing ridiculous strats or fakes or like throwing in huge amounts of smokes. They were just wonderful on the entry frags. Huge props have to go over to Jerry, finding picks all over the shop. The B site defense was abysmal from Outlaws, unable to hold onto that site whenever the T's wanted it. I wonder if they'd gone to be 15 rounds in a row if we'd actually just seen a 15-0, because it was dreadful. Either way. Pistol. A must win if Outlaws want a chance. Yeah, it is looking a bit like the Cirque versus Outlaws, I'm not going to lie to you. We'll see if he can have somebody step up with him. I'm looking at Nicky, I'm looking at NK. The N squad. N-dubs. Oh, that was bad. To try and bring this one back. They haven't really had much of an impact on this game whatsoever. Rocking. Gonna peek out and find one. First kill of the round. considering the bomb's already been down for about 10 seconds. Smoke is going to be going out, but actually it's just to block off a position. Normally you throw that onto the bomb and then go for the defuse, because the Glocks aren't really that great at range. Face crack just sitting in the open, and well, that's the reason you don't just try and defuse the bomb without a smoke on it. Not really going to be working out at all. And 5 to 11. Outlaws, they've given themselves some hope. They've given themselves a chance. And now we're going to watch as the CT side force into this one. Little will probably save some money. Never mind. He's not going to be saving for that AWP. He's had a decent performance so far. I still have to give Jerry the main props, I think, in the previous half. He was the man that was, well, just really getting them all of those early picks. Yeah, I don't really know why they didn't throw the smoke on the bomb. There's too many angles to check in that situation that just going for one spot would really be too beneficial. 2 players over towards apps. Hoping to try and find a pick, but look at the T's. This is what you call passive to the maximum. Kabakan, though, taking map control. And you can see because of this, we've seen a complete switch up in defense. Just all of the CTs, or all of them except half of pro player, because I can't draw a proper circle. Should we try that again? There we go. All of them in this portion of the map because of the position he's been able to take. Mid control. Going to be going the way of the T side. And actually, they're looking like they're about to split over onto this B side, which could work wonderfully if the shots can be hit, of course. And at the moment, they're being missed all over the shop. Little will be able to find one. Rocking, however, will be quick to trade things back. Little actually doing work with that P250 and armor. Doing some damage at least, but leaving it down to just one. Kabakan.
Bomb has been planted.
Versus 3. Doesn't have a kit. Doesn't have any utility. Doesn't really have much to play with whatsoever. Looks like he's going to be holding for an exit frag, so it looks like a round will be going back. Excellent cast and mediocre circle maker. I'll take it, I'll be honest. No one's employing me to draw circles. I don't think anybody employs anybody to draw circles. Maybe the guy who has to, like, make the globe, like when he makes the sphere. But then that's not really drawing circles, that's drawing a sphere. Trying to think what job would employ you drawing circles. Maybe the guy who makes the design for glass round tables. Something with math. That was even lazier than my random job that came up. Oh, hello, Spillan. Just falling one tap. The Mac 10. I wish I had magic. Guy who creates clocks. Ah. Although, can't you get square clocks? Not to ruin, like, your, You can actually get a clock that just has, like, the numbers. Like, I know that the face is a circle, but then you could just have a square actual clock. Who's your favorite in this game? Player or team? Because I don't really know. I like Little. He's a pretty good AWPer. See if he can do it in this round. Square drawing guy. his arch nemesis, Square Man. Spillan able to get a second with the Mac 10. Spartak actually looking a little bit scarce over on this CT side. This is their first investment. They don't have much utility. Seems like they're just being picked up one by one. Guy who makes a celebrations box. Yep, I'd say that's a pretty good one. But then again, if he got fired and they had to make it a square, I don't think that'd be too much of a problem. Get back in. Peeking out, finds one. Looks for the second, but Cirque too quick. Take off the head of another. Leaving it onto the CT side. Now, Little's still alive, which means anything is possible. Who do I think will win the game? Overall, I'm sticking with Outlaws. There is one in front of me. Well, I'm jealous. Although they're probably all melted, so maybe not so much. The only thing in front of me is a nice bottle of water, and it is my savior at the moment. CT side just going to opt to save. Now, into the next round, I don't really want to be seeing a force buy. Maybe a couple of pistols in, invest a small amount, make sure that they can do a little bit of damage, and maybe help Little do some more in turn. He should be able to buy some Kevlar and still have enough to buy an AWP in the round after that. No more bald Bulgarians. Hey! Well, I'm not Bulgarian. Please totally rage out. Okay. My all-time favorite skin. I quite like the Medusa AWP. In fact, I think there may be one over on the other side. Oh, early aggression coming out over towards ramp. Little with the AWP, able to get one. Actually making this round into their advantage. He's doing work with the AWP once again. Stepping up big. Now he's going to hold for Cirque, his AWP counterpart. Looking to try and take him down with a rifle. Going to be playing further back. I like this position from him, but he's not going to be able to find the shot. Luckily, his teammate ProPlay is doing all of the work. And that will be the T side losing their first round so far in this half. Could this be the turnaround? Now, Spartak still 4 rounds in the lead, but they need to take this map to survive in this series already, as I've already done my beautiful drawing, but it is 1-0. I am supreme. They pay with money. Eastside making their way forward. They've got to be careful because Jerry is going to be waiting. And actually, he's going to find himself that first kill. Balan able to trade onto face crack, but he should still know that there's a second player in that ladder room. Well, I'd hope he knows, because his teammate just died. Sure, I'd play CSGO. Don't know when, because I'm always casting this. Yeah, they use pound sterling. That's how we buy our tea. Jerry, looking to try and find a way back into this. Not a man down as of yet, but the even scenario normally benefits the T's who currently look to set up. This is not my crosshair, no. This is the one that Starladder want me to use because my crosshair is horrific. It's basically just this with a dot in it, essentially. Pro play. Gets himself one. Flashbang out to try and blind any further opposition, which he will do. Kabakan's still waiting over towards Firebox, but it's Jerry in middle to give them a 2-man advantage now. No bomb plant for you, T-side. In fact, Pro Play is not going to allow you to do anything. He picks up 3 kills, Jerry helping him out along the way, and now a 13-8 scoreline looks set for this CT side to dominate, although the T's are still going to have money. Wow, Professor, that's just rude. I'm taking that personally. I'm not good enough for you anymore. Well, I'd hope I'd know at least what the currency was, considering I live here. Get back in. Starting things off. Oh, how's he managed to get away with that? Still in the corner. Only finds one. But NK down to just 17 HP. This retake looking more than likely unless something big can happen. And Cirque misses the shot while in from behind. Little waits patiently for his opponent to fall into his clutches. And now Spillan, 1 versus 4, finds 2, but unfortunately 4 minus 2 still leaves 2. Maths. And 13 plus 1 is 14, leaving only 2 rounds. Wow, my maths is on point today for Spartak to actually take this.
Counter-terrorists win.
Side. A much better buy. What we currently see for the T's. There's a Galil in there, a Tech 9, not much utility. And they're going to go aggressive, looking to push straight in. Nice start, though. They find 2 instant entry kills. Pro Play is able to trade 1 back in the smoke, giving a little bit of a gap for Kabakan to actually shoot through. He finds 1, looking for more, but can't quite connect the headshot on the player by a ramp. Molotov going to be going down. Spillan waiting patiently, already gets another. Little is the only one left alive. And there's no one peeking him at the moment. This is just smart. Patience out. Very open plant as well. Leaves him open not only to ramp, but jungle as well. Wow, he's actually just going to sit on the site. Is he hoping? No. No. Little, surely not. He's going to try and do it, but Nicky's close enough. Cheeky little devil going for the ninja defuse. I like it, Little, but it's not going to happen. I thought he was going to do it there. I thought he was going to do it, but unfortunately, Nicky had his eye on it. He was waiting. No love for you, Little, this time, but I appreciate the effort. 19 and 9 for him, still playing incredibly well. P-side. They lose this round, they're back to next to nothing. And what will be the last round? They win this, and maybe they have a chance. However, Kabakan is not going to let that happen. He finds himself 2 kills. The bomb's already dropped on the site. This is just poor at the moment from the T side. They've got to try and retrieve it. Nicky and Cirque will be doing exactly that. 2 kills already for them. A low face crack in the back of the site as well. Pro play. However, we'll take down 1 more. Cirque and Nicky. Top 2 on the scoreboard. Cirque has been an absolute beast, and they need him to be once again. Maybe it is Kabakan. Kabaking. Pro play with another. He's been a beast this game. Now Cirque, the only one left, and face crack does as his name suggests. And puts a round between the eyes. T-side with next to no money going into this one. Look at pro play. As said, it's normally Little. Like, we can expect big things from him, but it's who steps up that can make the difference. Jerry, sneaky beaky, trying to hold off the players up the top, but he doesn't see the Tech 9 coming. Already the first kill goes the way of the T side. The CT's not out of trouble as of yet. The Kabakan on the side definitely looking to do just that. Nice turnaround though. The T's pick up 2 quick kills. Pro play and Little. The 2 to watch in this game so far. Can they do anything in this scenario? The problem is Spillan still waiting up the top of mid. It's going to be spotted out. Little may be able to deal with him, but they're just not going to have time. CT side just looking to fall back, hold on to their weaponry. Gives them much more of a chance to have a buy in the next round. The T side really can't afford to lose too many more players. Their money isn't going to allow them to. They need to keep everybody alive. Actually, Spillan's still going to be pushing. Maybe wanting to get the AWP out of the hands of Little. Could be a big difference. However, more likely to fall into throw play, and he'll lose his life as well. T-side with 3 rebuys already. CT side playing things safe. Not going to be going for a buy in this round other than the 2 that they saved. Smokes go in. Nicky going to be the one to start. Jerry playing up close. Able to get one with the P250. Push back in from Little. He's going to miss a shot that I expected him to hit that all day, every day. And, well, everybody taken down. 11 to 15. 4 rounds of difference. CT side... It'll be a buy, but it won't have an AWP within it. Could leave them a little bit flat. A lot of the dynamic of this team revolves around that AWP, and it is gone. Why do I keep seeing the word bread? What are you guys talking about? T-side. Looking to just get aggressive, pushing out. Get back in at the back of the site. We'll be able to get one, but not enough. NK and Nicky, the deadly duo to start things off with these entries. Every single player falling, and Jerry... well, he's being hunted by the cat once again. As he looks to escape. Down the mouse hole. Yes, this is all just a terrible pun for the show Tom and Jerry. Ha ha ha. Thinks they're throwing for bread. Oh, that's like the weirdest insult I think I've ever heard. They're throwing for bread. Whoa. Venetic still believes. It's looking more and more possible. It's going to be another eco coming in, and, well, if the T's manage to win the next buy, the 15-15 scoreline looking more and more likely. Macro SK. Ooh. I want to say Fnatic because they're just the team that I loved to watch when I really like over the last few years, but I have to go SK. Cold Sierra. After that ridiculous clutch, I just feel like he's on point in this tournament, and I think it'll be a great match either way. But yeah, I'm going with SK. CT side with next to nothing in this round. Yeah, it's the same with me, Worry. A little bit more presence over towards the B side this time. Aggression from Kabakin. Same sort of position we saw them in before. Just waiting. And it seems like, again, the T's are actually looking for a B split. Humor may be dry, but I am not at the moment, as it is very moist in my room. T-side wiping down these CT players. Like the sweat off my brow. As they make things look very easy in this round. Of course, it is an eco they're saving to try and get themselves a better buy in the next round. Now, with 2,900 added onto their accounts, they should have pretty much everything they want, although little... AWP may come a little bit more difficult than expected. Likely not to have armor behind it, or in fact it won't have armor behind it. Only for you, Bob. Only for you. Back, I'm going to be waiting patiently, hoping he can catch somebody out as they look to rotate back out. Again, I'm a little bit disappointed that we didn't see a little bit more of a save coming out from the CT side, just to make sure that they can have everything they want going into that next round. As said, it's not going to be able to have armor behind it if he wants to get that AWP. And of course, it's always the player that you speculate about that buys last. The little is going to get himself an AWP, but no armor. Aim punch is going to be a problem. CT side, decent amount of utility, in fact, so not the end of the world. I think it's 31 degrees where I am. Nicky starts things off, though. Back in court. Face crack, looking to turn the tide, and actually gets himself two. And Little again with that AWP is there. Back to a 2 versus 2. It's circum-rocking. Try and hold this one off. Now, they've got to retrieve the bomb. Smokes are down. They're actually going to just run away. And this is clever. Circ going to be trying to hold off the rotations. Fortunately, they're going to be going through CT, so there's not really anything he can do about it. And, though, he can hear them. But never mind, Jerry actually going to spot him out, and now Rocking left alone. Looking like they may just fall at the final hurdle. However, Rocking's going to find the pick. It's all down to the 1 versus 1. Bomb going down. 26 HP to stay alive in this map, and he gets spotted. Pro Play going to finish it. It will be the round going the way of Spartak. 16 to 13. Very close overall. But it will be a third map. A nuke is coming. Do I always cast on this channel? Yes, I do. Well, not always. I cast for other people, but if it's on this channel, I'm probably casting it because I am employed by Starladder. Either way. Thank you, Buzzer. Either way, I will be back after a short break. I'm going to go open every single window in my room and hope... Maybe just tip a bottle of water over my head anyway. It might actually make me more dry at this point. But yeah, as said, back in a bit. Map number 3 coming, and we'll have our decider.